Hello, guys, welcome back. This is my review on the new episode Daredevil Born Again titled With Interest. We see more action in this episode compared to previous episodes, showing we can do with action scenes without the Daredevil himself. As we have Matt Murdock managing all actions by himself, compared to other Marvel heroes, Matt Murdock does take time to disable his opponent, and he kind of reminds me of the superhero Mumen Rider in the anime series One Punch Man, who doesn't have any special powers but have the courage and power pushed by justice. Only difference is Matt gets his job done, unlike Mumen Rider. And I wonder what rank Matt would have reached in the Saitama series. Matt shows his fighting art upon the robbers, first being the guy who accompanies him to the restroom, which does take him a bit to knock him out and does manage to avoid alerting the other robbers. The second one was the robber in the vault, which didn't take long to knock him out. The lead robber was much difficult as he was larger in size than Murdoch, but at the end he gets knocked out too, with his leg brutally broken. So this episode shows that Matt wants to expand his legal practice and needs some financial aid, where he goes to the bank to get it, and as expected he gets turned down as there is not so much money coming out of Matt's practice, as it deals with people who are poor and vulnerable. Matt tries to convince the banker to approve the loan, which fails, although the banker does understand Matt is doing a good job as it is noble. But practically everything boils down to finances, which the practice of Matt doesn't guarantee. Even at the end, after all Matt did to save the bank, the banker says he cannot help with the loan. But he does suggest he has some other ideas which could help Matt's practice expand. We are introduced to Yusuf Khan, who we know is the father of Miss Marvel. Even though you have not watched the Miss Marvel series, we know that she is busy fighting her own villains in New Jersey. And interestingly, Matt has never heard of Miss Marvel and asks how Yusuf is managing to bring up her daughter with the right mindset as she is a superhero. He gets the overview that Yusuf is the biggest fan and also the parathas of his wife, which he recommends Matt if he joins his family for a supper. I've never seen the Miss Marvel series and not sure how Yusuf landed in New York from New Jersey. I'm not sure why there is a crossover of Miss Marvel as well as in this Daredevil series, as the inclusion of Miss Marvel will really damage the essence of the series, making it a mismatch between the heroes and the villains. The episode shows how Matt can easily break in through any doors, be it physically damaging the door or opening the lock system. Looking at Matt unlocking the vault, Yusuf Khan should be worried, him being a banker. It didn't take much for Matt to unlock the vault, which is supposed to safeguard the valuable items. Practically, Matt should be monitored as he seems to be the most dangerous person who doesn't have to rob a bank by keeping hostages. From the beginning of the robbery only, it was known the plan will fail as they were not planning to kill anybody, so they have to avoid that by all means. And somebody forgot to lock the bank door, which caused Matt to walk in innocently, which became the main cause of the failure of their plan. And the numbers of the robbers was kind of less, and their main aim was to get the diamond from the vault, which unfortunately, if it was not for Matt, they wouldn't have managed to get the diamond, as the main bank manager was out of station and Yusuf Khan didn't know the vault code. The lead detective had a minor role in keeping the hostages safe as she keeps the lead robber occupied with her dry Irish jokes. The characters do appear impatient in this episode, with the lead robber not giving the detective the time to make the deal to keep the hostage safe, and also the police head not listening to detective and barging in with force without concern for the safety of hostages. One thing in this episode we come to learn is whenever we have this kind of situation, in order to keep your opponent not to act funny, we have to let them think they have the upper hand.
Next, you'll be trying to establish the upper hand, won't you?
What's the move?
Let them think they're in control. Just like the boss says.
Safe. Let's let them think they're in control.
Which of course Matt Murdock does, making the robbers think they have the upper hand and surprises them at the end. The dialogue between the lead robber and Matt is the highlight of the episode. The lead robber lets Matt go as a sign of faith to the negotiator, which Matt suggests otherwise as he doesn't need pity from the lead robber and votes for the other guy who is newly married. After some exchange of words, the lead robber does keep Matt as hostage and tells him frankly he doesn't like solicitor as they manipulate truth, which seems to be fair as everyone feels the same. He also gets flabbergasted not only Matt is a blind solicitor, but he is an orphan hailing from Hell's Kitchen, which the lead robber makes fun of, saying he sounds like some Charles Dickens character. Although I like this episode, it felt like some filler as we didn't see some main characters like Fisk. And a lot of mention of Miss Marvel was there, which I don't want her to be in Matt's universe.